in the meantime, let's do a fun little story quiz, shall we? Alright, I'm here! You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly.
Phew.
What's up, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou La Fu will be holding the Luminary Wardance. Those who have aided the La Fu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
I'm still recovering from the trauma caused by the last festivity. That one for sure.
Yeah, me too.
I want a break.
But wait, won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row? Aren't we supposed to be focused on restoring astral charts and doing some serious scientific exploration?
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Rude.
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all
Don
for some
Hung.
fun.
How could you?
I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
Wow, really?
The Xianzhou La Fu
They went
has
there. They
recently
did the
overcome
joke.
a crisis by holding the war dance there,
Ooh.
demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
She has a point.
No need to worry. The War Dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets.
How do you know, Don Hung?
It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships.
They really do have
Aside
sibling
from
energy.
star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taikian Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the La Fu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So here's the plan. Pom-Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou La Fu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
What do you two think?
I want to play with Leviathan fossils too, but I don't think that's gonna be an option.
Himiko and Mr. Yang will be busy with serious research. Besides, fossils can't compete with martial contests when
You
it
don't
comes to
understand
fun,
it's a
right?
Leviathan.
Plus, you're the only one with so many friends on the La Fu. I'll be lost if you don't come along. You've gotta lead the way.
Looks at Don Hung. March, Don Hung used to be their king. He was the Dragon Lord. He knows many people, March. It's not just me. I mean, I know it's a weird, awkward previous life thing, but still, he knows people.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan,
It's time to warp to the Xianzhou La Fu.
Warp time. Warp time. Warp time. Warp time. What you got to say?
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
Yay, science. The conversation between the two adults brims with complex jargon. The assumption I can read it. Come back soon.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
Thanks, Mom! That's very kind of her. Is that it? Okay. Why are you sad, Pom Pom? Actually, Pom Pom. Yeah, I don't care. Level not high enough. Oh.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the Wardance, the latter definitely sounds more fun.
So says you.
By the way, Danheng, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lafu, right?
Ooh.
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the Wardance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe.
Yay.
And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Oh, old friend. Old friend, you say? Ooh.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories, you know?
So here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7th.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth. Quite
Too
unusual,
smooth.
I must say.
Definitely unusual. Don't jinx us.
I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
Alright. Oh! Young Qing! Fox! I saw the Skyfaring Commission's notice that the Express was docked on the Xianzhou. You guys on the Luofu already? Just got to Starskip Haven. Yep, fresh off the boat. Heh, the general sent me to welcome me at Starskip Haven. See you in a bit. Oh, people.
Is the Starskip Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Oh, wait.
Yanqing said General Jingyuan sent him to welcome us, but where is he?
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
There's an Inteleron in here.
Hey, you guys, hold on a moment.
Your voice is...
Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right?
Are you familiar with the Xianzhou La Fu?
Your voice is really familiar.
We know a little bit about it. What do you
Don
need?
Hung. Well.
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Ooh.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
And a Luofu. You've come to the right people.
Exactly. We're Xianzhou experts.
Are we?
Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the Wardance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Lafu fighter jet.
So it's even bigger than the Radiant Feldspar, my own ship?
The Radiant Feldspar is bigger, I guess.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the Wardance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
Why don't you... Oh yeah, Foxtrot Garden. Why not climb atop the ambrosial arbor that no longer exists? Why not go visit Foxtrot Garden? There's ghosts there.
Fixtrol Garden. It's famous for supernatural stuff. With those mischievous heliobi floating around. It's pretty fascinating.
Supernatural? I don't really like scary things.
Oh.
Our clients will love it.
Ooh, it does sound interesting. Let's go check out Fixtrol Garden. Maybe we'll bump into each other there.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Hi, Yanqing.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
Where is he? Oh.
There you are. Everyone, this way.
Hello.
Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I forgot what your voice sounded like.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But, Yanqing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
Aww.
We've only been away for a few months.
Ooh, good. Timeline. Cautiously pinch Yanqing's cheek. Squeak.
What are you doing?
Pinch,
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
Oh! I got a voice line for doing that. Wow. That's okay. Oh, Kalis. Pat, pat. Pat.
Do you have to be suspicious around me too?
Don't be suspicious.
You know, the last time we came to the Xianzhou, the first person who greeted us was...
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
Seriously, I've never seen the Lafu so lively before.
Oh yeah, pure fiction's fun.
I was a bit worried that holding the Wardance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jingyuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the Wardance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Lafu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
Oh, you haven't finished Penacony? I see. Yeah. I don't like pure fiction as much as I like the new one, which is like the death with the eulogy one. I like that one a lot. Zooming that one, Yaoqing.
Yeah, the Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos. Although it's a member of the Xianzhou Alliance, I don't know much about it. But Madame Yukong from the Skyfaring Commission mentioned that the Yaoqing always sends back reports of great victories, which is quite impressive.
Yukong, my wife.
I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of crushing dozens of abominations with a single punch. I wonder if it's true.
I'm more interested in her foxian little
If only
friend.
I could witness her prowess with my own eyes.
Just wait a few weeks, friend.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
He's literally right here in front of you, Marsh. He can hear you. Well, you're pretty much the same in that regard.
I agree.
Oh, animation?
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
Oh. It's like whatever you fear will happen. You're just as jinxed as March.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I bet you're jinxed.
We'll go with you.
Aw. Thanks, Dunhung, for volunteering us. Ooh. Ooh, werewolves.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Get him. Oh, am I you now? Oh, am I you? Or am I fighting as me? Enemies. Moon Rage state. Apply 1 stack of Bloodlust. When Bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, unit enters Moon Rage. Moon Rage countdown appears. What does that do?
Borison? Why are there Borison here? This ends now.
Harmony and unity.
Spend freely. Take your position. Let's improvise.
A foregone conclusion.
Why are you in my... Jing-Yuan, what are you doing on my team? Jing-Yuan, why are you on my team? You were not on my team before.
I hope for an end to
How did you get there? How did you get there?
Dreams do come true.
How did you get on my team,
No dirty
Jing-Yuan?
tricks. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
I don't know how he got there. It wasn't
Dice
me.
have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch
Frick
your
you.
A foregone conclusion. Here, this thunder.
Ow.
Show no mercy.
Super break, go.
May song bring us victory.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
Ow.
There's no time to lose.
I hope for an end to
I hit the mark. It's on me.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh,
Take your
man.
positions. Dreams do come true.
Super break. Jing-Yuan, get out of my party. Why are you there?
Not good.
Ooh! Nice. Navia.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat.
There she goes. Navia's voice actress.
An ancient game to make your brain feel brand
Oh, I gotta go. Brenna.
Wait, my sword!
Hold on. Why?
Let's just get down to business first.
I'm going to change my party first. Jingyuan, why are you there?
Get out of there.
I feel like I'm gonna need... Well, no, I need fire. Get back in there.
Looks like we're working together on this one. I suppose an extra pair of eyes won't hurt.
She hates him so much.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
She is so tired. She's like, God, adventuring. Oh.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
What is IPC doing here?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack.
Who are you? Who are you? Oh, I know you. Oh, gosh. I know that voice. That's not also Kazuha, is that?
Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Oh, God. Who is that? I know who it is. It might also... No. It might also be Kazuha? I'm not sure. I don't think so.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu. And it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
Oh, God.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Oh, I also know that person too. Oh gosh, I know her. I've taken a class with her before in voiceover. I don't know why I can't remember, but I know that I've taken a class with her before.
Looks like this argument could go on forever.
Like she was the instructor.
Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
I wish I was better at remembering names. But I want to get into it.
How dare you detain our ship? Who do you think you are?
Hello.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
Oh, he's cool.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
Hello? I like your voice.
With the Wardance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven?
I like seeing more unique, like, foxian models.
According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Lu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving.
Oh, thank you for stopping by.
The diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
I will be very excited when they show up.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Zhu Ming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Zhu Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed.
This random British
I'll report
guy.
it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seat of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Cloud Knights calm the ground. They dispersed. The street was restored to its peaceful state.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yenshing.
What's that supposed to be,
Please
March?
Don't tease me, Miss March.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The situation on the Xianzhou before the Wardance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
I know, they're kobolds, right?
Those werewolf monsters are known as Borison.
Well, I play D&D.
They're abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borison have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Xianzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borison have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum.
Let's go.
I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borison?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way,
I
that
thought you
young
did
lady
say
who
it was
just appeared,
serious.
she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
She just wanted a free sword. So when Cloud Knights get in trouble, they have to call the emergency services too? You go file that report and go fetch the... and I'll go fetch the popcorn. It's gonna be quite the show.
Don't remind me. I just zoned out for a moment, that's all. All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
There's also not that many people out there with that outfit she's wearing. Ooh, creepy, scary.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Ooh, scary eyeballs. Yay! Okay, where am I going?
That's a hefty battle.
Do I get to see my wife? Yukong!
It's been a long journey, Elder Hwaiyan. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
New model? New model!
General,
Oh,
I brought a
cute!
guest from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing.
New model.
I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
I mean, kinda. I dreamed about you. I dreamed about you on Penacony.
Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend.
Aww.
Allow me to introduce you to General Hwaiyan.
Cute.
He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission.
Ooh.
Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
Oh, making it sad, are we?
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
Glad to meet you, General.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Lawfu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, there she
There's
is.
Gone Hung, March 7th, and him.
Me.
Without their help, I'm afraid the Lawfu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
Him.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the Wardance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Huayan.
Aww.
And this young friend is?
Aww.
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lawfu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming Wardance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yu Li.
He's pretty.
It's you!
Give me back my sword.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
She's like,
You
I.
know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
We're acquaintances. I kind of
What a
stole his sword.
coincidence. I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag.
Ooh.
Turns out it's yours.
Called him out.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Zhuming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string.
Oof.
And it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a sec, Yun Li. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lawfu's sword masters.
What did you just say?
Ooh.
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Wow.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yang Qing.
Oh.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yan Qing.
They're dads.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
This is a diplomatic
It's a
issue.
small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yun Li, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
She also has a lot of fire motifs on her outfit.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yun Li to the inn?
Yang Qing's
I'll
like, why
find
do I
another
have to
chance
do it?
Talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
No worries, anytime.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
That's what I was gonna say.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yun Li. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yan Qing.
Will we get to see a fight?
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Yang Qing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
I didn't realize this whole time that it was covering up the text.
I'm sorry for Yang Qing's rudeness.
Not at all. Taunted by Yun Li like that, even a training dummy would be angry. You've taught your apprentice well. If it were me in my younger days, I'm afraid I'd have drawn my sword and fought.
Well, I mean, that's what she wanted to
Yan
happen.
Qing can understand your concerns. On the other hand, Yun Li is still a naive girl who's only interested in swordplay. Honestly, I brought her here to participate in the Wardance because I want to broaden her horizons.
Leave the palace. Where's my wife? Yukong. Oh. Okay. Thank you for the book.
This is the report Qingzu just sent me. Let me take a look.
Huh.
Looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
I mean, I can call a friend. I have some friends who are in the IPC. Is this some kind of test from the General?
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Let's go. Not yet. I want to talk to them first.
Hey, Don Hung. I thought all the Xianzhou generals were like Jing Yuan. But that General Huaiyan, he looks so thin and scraggy, as if even a light breeze would knock him over. Is that old man really an Arbiter General?
You're so rude, March.
Well, each Xianzhou ship has its own division and specialty within the Alliance. Not all of the Arbiter Generals are good at leading the charge. You heard what Jing Yuan said, right? General Huaiyan was once the head of all the skilled craftsmen on the Zhuming.
Why does he look so old? It appears to be more than meets the eye, like a transformer.
Don't you find it strange? Do Xianzhou people age? I rarely see any old people on the Xianzhou ship. And when I do, they're usually travelers. But General Huaiyan looks like an ordinary old grandpa.
Ordinary grandpa.
Is he really a Xianzhou general?
Good question. He's right there. So why don't you ask him yourself?
Ooh, got him.
Nah, I'd like to live a little longer.
Why are you so old?
We should leave. General Jing Yuan asked Yan Qing to entertain us, so obviously, he has important matters to discuss. Let's not waste any time here.
All right. Oh, I guess I should talk to her too. Yunli.
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Zhuming, the Luofu is so much livelier. But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem that great.
What's the Flame Wheel Octet?
That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Zhuming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess. Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Zhuming swordmasters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual.
Nice. Aren't you coming with us?
I have some things to do. Besides, little Yan Qing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along.
Where did you hide the sword? You shouldn't have said you stole his sword, but you did take his sword.
Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief? Totally different.
Are they?
Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him, you claim to cherish your sword as your life, yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now? I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I've changed my mind. I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry.
The sword
So
or
he
him?
can forget about it for now.
Oof. You scratch your head, feeling a tingling sensation in your scalp at the thought of the impending troubles Yan Qing will face. While you're distracted, the young girl has already wandered off on her own, her whereabouts unknown. Alright, let's go.
Well, let's...
After watching them leave... Oh.
It is the Luofu's honor to have you in attendance at the Wardance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the marshal?
You're overthinking it, Genuine.
Guys!
As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yaoqing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you.
That's not foreboding
the
at
Marshal
all.
knows everything that has happened on the Lawfu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yaoqing, she has come specifically for you.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huaiyan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
It's him! It's my new boy! He's so cute. I am so excited. I am saving all of my stellar jades for you. I'm gonna get 3. I don't know what his oh gosh. I don't know what his fragments are. Like I don't know what the eidolons are, but I would like 3. Please give me 3.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff,
We're not listening to him.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing, I assume.
We're not listening to him because I think it's still the other guy.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
He's so cute. I love his little ears and I love the fox eyes. I honestly need to make like this is like as close as I get with mine.
Now this
His
is
fluffy
interesting.
tail!
A guest who doesn't
So
come to
fluffy.
visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
I love how fluffy his tail is. Sorry, I'm just gonna be focusing on him.
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
His eyes are so pretty.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Genuine? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huaiyan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here.
He's so cute.
Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Yay! We got to see my boy. That was the main thing I wanted, was to see my boy.
Drat. I forgot to ask Yunli to return my sword.
You already asked. I don't think you'll ever get your sword back.
Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huaiyan's visit?
Like as a Hoge is like
Reserved?
flopped over.
Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhuming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yaoqing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan, just like the crew, right?
The Wardance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jing Yuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Law Fu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Lo Fu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Lo Fu, implicating Jing Yuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
No wonder he called us back for the ceremony.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable
With the Frizz?
trip.
No way!
It seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw,
I want to
so
see
excited.
Himiko as Miss Frizzle.
I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Zhuming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Lo Fu.
An alchemist from the Zhuming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Lo Fu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Heng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong? Again?
You're a real conversation master!
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
Poor little guy.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
I feel like he can hear you, Marge.
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC.
Yeah, I have 2 members on my team.
We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
Can't wait to meet more. Brag all you want, but don't drag me into this. You're a real master of conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Are you being sarcastic?
No, I would never.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Yeah. Time to hang out with the IPC again. Where am I going? Oh. Where are they located? Oh. I like being a little jerk.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
Ugh, that toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
Have I?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission.
Skott.
I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
Ooh.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Skott, what are you doing here? Did I just hear a dog barking? Wow. I'm not gonna be that rude.
I was gonna ask you the same thing. Why do I keep running into you?
Because you keep putting your nose in others'
Xianzhou,
business.
Are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
I'm here to help Yanqing sort out the trouble caused by the IPC.
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikui. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Skott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Skott. I've heard him mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lafu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Skott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Well, I know a thing or two about convincing Skott.
I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Skott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you
is it debate
again.
time?
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Do I get to debate? Debate? Yeah, debate! Alright, I have to do something right quick, but I'll be right back for debate time.
Good quality, good price, hassle-free chartering. High-end barge, the best choice for galactic commerce. Good quality, good price, hassle-free chartering. High-end barge, the best choice for galactic commerce.
Alright, thanks for your patience. I'm back now. It's debate time. Alright. Time to get my Ace Attorney on. At the end of the negotiation, morale is higher than or equal to your opponent's. Consider it successful. When it drops to 0, it ends. Negotiation choices lead to different outcomes. You just make choices. Okay. Negotiation strategies. Oh! If you're unsure where to choose, press to view. Ooh!
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Okay. Let's see. Remind him of his embarrassing past. I feel like legal perspective is probably fine because he's trying to put forth the legal perspective in the first place. So I think I'll do that one.
The Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
Got him.
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
I mean, we can always do some kind of... The Skyfaring can pay the compensation? Let's try negotiation strategy. Double the results of the round. Oh, skip this round. Return to the previous round. Oh. I think... I feel like we could either do that one or proceeding with caution. I think we're gonna go logically, I think.
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage after the inspection, the the Skyfaring Commission will compensate you.
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you, provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money.
That's what you said it was about, though.
Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild?
I mean, I have 2 friends at least. Show them my extensive connections. I honestly want to do this because I got Dr. Ratio and Herta and Screwlum on the phone, so...
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me practically a member of the Intelligentsia Guild too?
What? You could talk to him!
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild.
What if I am married to him?
We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
We're going to go back.
Could you repeat that? Since the Intelligentsia Guild entrusted the cargo to the IPC for transportation, it's the IPC's responsibility to ensure its safety, right? Why would you need a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Let me tell you something. As stated in Article 17 of the IPC's Building Material
Maybe I should
Logistics
just
Department
have been
Transport
rude.
Agreement Law, subsequent to the dispatch of goods and during their transit, all risks
Blah,
save for
blah,
those
blah,
pertaining to the
blah,
transportation.
blah.
Well, only protect the integrity of the goods and prevent anyone with ill intentions
No!
from getting their hands on them, for example.
Why do I... Hold on. Can I restart? Can I restart?
As for whether the cargo itself poses a security threat to the destination, that's not our responsibility. It appears we have reached an area beyond your... We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC...
I also don't
Cienjo
understand, like,
operate,
what
right?
it didn't let me
As an
get my
IPC
morale
worker,
back.
I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception...
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Cienjo. But if I violate the IPC regulations, I'll be in deep trouble when I get back.
Interesting.
Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case.
I wonder what the correct answer to
Fine.
that one was.
I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out.
Maybe I should have
This is
just
a
been
big
like,
deal.
I'll
Let
hurt
me stop
you.
the headquarters first.
So, Mr. Skott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Cienjo as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Who is that?
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Allow me to introduce myself.
Huh.
I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
Oh, I remember seeing her stuff.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Cienjo Juming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Skott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well,
I like
since
her
you're not
design
going
a
to check
lot.
it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Interesting.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo.
Oh.
According to the import and export regulations signed between the Cienjo and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires.
Interesting.
Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy.
I know her voice
I'm
too.
pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Skott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Ooh, spicy.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Skott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Thanks, bro.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
Yeah.
Bro, just do the inspection.
This lady is really something else.
She's a dragon. Ooh, whoa.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off.
Oh, we fighting? Oh, we're fighting. Oh. When allies inflicted a terror grip. Casters... Oh, wait. If the caster of terror grip is not attacked, affected ally will fall into a terrified state. Oh.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise. Harmony and unison.
Watch your head. Spend freely. The dice have been cast. Bust.
At least he's weak to
Or maybe I'll
imaginary.
take it all.
I appreciate that.
Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Ow, he do much to woo.
All in.
Listen to the final song.
I got an achievement.
Investing in victory means playing the long game.
He does have a bit of
Sure, I'll
HP.
play
I will
along.
give him that.
Take your position.
Dreams do come true.
May song
Ooh, super break. We love to see it.
Liquidation.
Hedge your bet.
At least he's out for a while.
Let's improvise.
Sometimes I feel like they like instantly recover from being broken.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
You tell him, Dan Hung.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Skott, don't beg.
Enough.
Not a good book for you.
Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guests to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Skott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside.
Oh.
Just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Why do you say that?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borisin attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
After a while, everyone disperses and goes their own way.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy.
Hey, I did all the work.
I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenching to be so...
tiny. Miniature.
Huh? As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
Thanks.
It wasn't a big deal. Really. It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
He didn't sound happy to accept the invitation. Scary. Right. Oh man, I haven't been to the Alchemy Commission in forever.
I'm here to pay my respects.
News is spreading. All these years, and the view at the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy
I'm
Commission.
curious why he couldn't tell that he was Vidyadhara.
Kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit. In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Why can't we can't just make wild speculations about these things, Miss Lingsha. I thought we were here to have some tea, but where's the tea?
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yan Qing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any
She speaks in so many riddles.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence.
Facts.
Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Lafu.
Oh.
And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself.
Everyone looks at him.
Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
You're here again.
Yunli, why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission?
Her voice is so different now.
Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world.
Well, it is just one big ship.
You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
It's more like the other way around.
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted.
Oh.
You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Ooh.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story. Poor flying sword.
Oh.
Fine.
Poor flying
you don't have
sword.
to give it back because I'll take it back myself.
Oh, fight time? Oh, to be young and at the whim of impulse.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious.
Junli.
Get ready to separate them.
No, let him duke it out.
This
It's
is
okay,
my first
Dunhung.
day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
That's very kind of her.
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Let's go. Alright, but we are actually going to end it here.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Lingsha,
I'll let this play out.
You're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Okay. So, before we do that, it's cool. I get to be him. I appreciate that. We are going to stop for the night.